Be prepared throughout for flashing images, highly offensive language and sexual themes. Things are about to go from bad to worse for our celebrities. It's part 2 of tonight's double eviction. John or Maggie, whose time has come? It's Celebrity Big Brother. Celebrity Big Brother and our third eviction of the series. Earlier tonight, Rachel was the first housemate evicted in tonight's double eviction, but the celebrities are not out of the woods yet because John and Maggie still face the chop. Shall we find out who it is? It's time to talk to the house.
Good luck, guys.
Celebrity Big Brother house, this is Emma.
Hi. Hi, Emma.
John.
Hello.
Maggie. Tonight is a double eviction. I can now reveal the person with the second fewest votes and also leaving the house tonight is...
Love you too.
Maggie. John, congratulations. You are still in the game.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Maggie, you have 30 seconds to say your goodbyes. I'm coming to get you.
Mwah. See you.
Love you.
Love you.
See you soon. Very
See you
soon. Love you. Good friend. Good friend.
See you all, friends.
Have a good time in Barbados, Mag.
Bye, John. Bye, Anne.
Have a good time in Barbados.
Bye, love. See you on the outside.
Thank you for looking after us all, Maggie.
Thank you.
We love you.
My beautiful honey.
Maggie, please leave the Celebrity Big Brother house.
Thank you. Enjoy. See you here. See you here.
Maggie,
It's not my coat, it's my little friend. I'm a dress. Thank you for everything. Thank you too.
We're going to see you on the outside.
I will see you outside. I love you very much.
I love you. I love you, Max. Love you.
I came in for the experience and it's been a good experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Maggie! From clashes with Anne to flashes with Wayne, here's a look back at Maggie's time in the house.
Hi, I'm Maggie Oliver. You should grab life, take a little bit of a risk.
I actually quite fancy Maggie.
He's got something about it, you know.
You've been a policeman for a long time, right?
No, I'm not a man.
Policeman.
Maggie is an absolute sweetheart with a fantastic backstory.
Oh.
I think she's such a bright, beautiful spirit.
We love you, Maggie.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I nominate Maggie.
I'm sorry, Max.
Well, she's caused me a lot of pain, intentionally and openly. That, to me, is hypocrisy.
Maggie's a very strong woman who has an opinion about things, but can back it up by fact.
You're talking about very recent history. I think it's deflecting the issue.
Now, that's my type of girl.
Forgotten what they look like, Amanda.
And Maggie hasn't got a bad bone in her body.
You're enjoying yourself. I am having my little element here.
She knows when I'm feeling anxious.
All you can do is explain and apologise, and then you've got to move on.
Yeah, she's very in tune with people's pain.
I love Maggie. She keeps me very, very happy and grounded in here.
I think she's such a strong woman. Her kindness, her compassion, she epitomises what this whole theme is about. I love Maggie.
I adore Maggie.
So, Anne got Aggie with Maggie for laughing and now the fun and games are over. Find out what this one thinks after the break. Be prepared. prepared throughout for flashing images, highly offensive language, and gender and sexual themes. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother. Please make some noise for our third celebrity out of the house. It's Maggie! Oh, Maggie! Are you happy to be in that chair?
I've got mixed feelings. I'm looking forward to going to see my kids and my friends, and but I've enjoyed my time in the house. I feel that I've made some friends that I'm going to be friends with for a long time, and so...
So would you like to have stayed a bit longer?
Yeah, I would. I would have liked to stay in. I would have liked to have stayed to the end. I wasn't bothered at all about winning or not. But I would have liked to have stayed in there. So I am a little bit sad I'm out.
Did you think you had a good chance, considering there were 5 people up, of staying?
I thought there might be a twist somewhere. And you know what? I put it out of my mind and I thought... At the end of the day, this is a game show. I came in here without any following. All those people in there have got lots of backers, and I've never been on Twitter. I've never... So, you know, I'm grateful to Big Brother for putting me in there. I hope I've come across as a, you know, a strong, independent woman with a voice, and I hope I've come across as being... I've been myself in there, and that's all I wanted to do.
And I think you're absolutely right. You know, it does become a popularity contest as far as things go with voting and what people want to see in there. So please don't think you're sat here because you've done something wrong in there, because that's not the case at all, is it? Like, you've been absolutely
fantastic. So I was
fantastic.
frightened of coming out to being public enemy #1 because you are completely... I have not heard a thing since I've been in there about what's coming on outside, and it's a scary world.
It must be daunting to come out of those doors and not know anything that's gone on, or how you're thought of or perceived or seen by the nation. You're, you know, everything's gone for 2 weeks, isn't it? So
2.5 weeks.
But don't worry, everything's okay. Now you're obviously sat here because there was 2 twists really this week. There was the save and replace task, and then there was the double eviction tonight. So save and replace, you're here really because of Anne and Daniel. Let's take a quick look.
I only nominate people who I think have been unkind to others. Nobody's going to like this. Because she laughed when others were in pain, I nominate Maggie.
I did think it was a bit vindictive rather than a game.
It wasn't vindictive.
But, you know, that is
the
game.
I stated the criterion. It's not about who hurts me, it's who hurts anybody else.
OK.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
So that's done. Oh, aren't I popular? Aren't I popular?
So how did that feel?
I wasn't, as I said, I don't know if it's shown on television, but I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised that Anne nominated me, because if there was, and I've said this quite openly, but if there was one person in the house that is a polar opposite of everything I believe in, it probably is Anne. And I said quite openly that I feel that that was a vindictive nomination directed at me personally, because at the end there wasn't only me laughing at that task. I don't know how it came out on TV, but you know what? I've had 4 kids and I couldn't take a plaster off. Those guys did not have to even do the task. And actually the way Daniel approached it, I don't know if you showed that.
I can show you
Can
exactly.
you show me that? Because it was...
I'll show you right now. Do you want to see how it looks?
Please, I would love to see the incident again.
It's worth it when you see what the end result is.
You're not going to get an end result though, John. That's how it is, John. It comes in waves.
Anne can't even watch. Anne.
Disgusting.
Oh my God. See? Sorry, Anne. Oh my God.
Absolutely disgusting.
You can stop if you want, you know.
So as you can see there, as we've all seen before, you were all laughing equally as much as each other. So why single you out? Do you think?
I think I I've been very outspoken. I'm only on there because I spoke out about what I felt was wrong in Rochdale. And I spoke out about that because I felt that generations of girls were being subjected to a lot more pain than that over a period of years. And for me, Anne was in a position of influence in the Houses of Parliament when Anne Cryer was banging on doors and trying to get MPs to deal with that abuse. So for me, for Anne to make that nomination based on the fact that she said I could watch pain is completely hypocritical. It upset me because I turned my life upside down because I saw pain that I felt was unacceptable. And I feel that Anne is the only person in there that never once mentioned my job, asked me about Rochdale, asked me about the girls, and yet she had been the Shadow Home Secretary.
Right.
So I felt that I'm very sensitive to undercurrents. Yeah. And I knew I knew that Anne had a problem with me. I admired her in certain ways, that she's been brave in reinventing herself, but I think everybody in there will be friends. I will be friends with, but I would be very surprised if Anne and I spend any time together out of that arena.
Okay.
So and that's the God's honest truth.
No, and it's fantastic, and I admire your honesty. We do have to say, though, obviously, Anne isn't here to have her say, or put her point across.
She will have
with the things that you just mentioned. We just have to clarify that.
You asked me.
No, and we want your answers. We really do. Do you think Daniel could have stuck up for you a bit more?
I think Daniel is I think Daniel has got a lot of anxieties and angst about what's happened before, and to be honest, he's a lot more to prove, I think, than I have.
Yeah.
But
it still could have been a joint decision between them, rather than him just getting off scot-free and going, "I'm gonna be saved, and I'll just let you take, Anne can go and."
He's taken the easy ride, hasn't he? He took the easy route, but that's the choice.
Some people really want to be in there, don't they? Like you said, and feel like they have a point to prove.
I think he took a little bit of the easy option and sat on the fence.
Yeah.
And to say he didn't know anything about it, because that's what he said. I don't know whether he did or he didn't. He's left the difficult decision to Anne.
He's passed the buck a little bit.
He's passed the buck fully. and I think that if anybody else in the House had to make a nomination, I don't think they would have nominated me, which actually makes me feel okay.
And it should as well, honestly. You really have been fantastic in there. You really have. You've been a brilliant addition to the House. There's been lots of talk of age divides in there. Like, as soon as it's like Year of the Woman, you maybe think it's the power shift and men versus women, you would think it would be a gender divide. But lots of people are talking about an age divide, and for once it's not us on the outside who it normally is going, there's an age divide. It's the people in there. Did you feel that?
I did feel that there was very much a split and I think as it's going along that's becoming more evident. Anne and Amanda have spend a lot of time together. I felt kind of in the middle in a way. Amanda was a good, I got on very well with Amanda, but I also felt that I connected really well with all the younger people and wanted to spend time with with everybody really. But I think possibly that will get more evident as it goes ahead.
And now the bedrooms are split as well.
Now the bedrooms are
all changed. One person you had a lovely friendship with was like your surrogate daughter, Jess?
Yeah, my house daughter.
Let's take a look at the two of you.
I just feel like an idiot now.
You are not an idiot. There's your mama coming.
Hi, Max.
All right,
There's your mama's here now. Come on. I'm going to leave you to your mum. And leave her to you.
Thanks, guys. Come on, you be. It's just so hard to do. I know that, love. I know that, darling.
Did you get a lot of comfort from having Jess there?
Yeah, I did. She's. I would like Jess to win this, because I think she's such a. She's got an innocence about her. She's a really warm-hearted, kind soul, funny. A lot of talent, but a lot of self-doubt and anxieties, and I think she's she will be perhaps pulled in one direction or another, and I kind of felt a little bit like her.
Were you protective?
A protector, yeah, I did. I felt that she was a little bit of a lost soul in a way, but I really love her to pieces, and I think she will miss me. I'll miss her.
Yeah.
But she lives near me at home, and she'll be part of my extended family because her mum lived miles away.
There's also not just age divide. There's also talk of gameplay.
I thought,
and it's really through the younger contingency in the house. I think the boys started to mention it quite early on. Gameplay, who's not being themselves, who is being themselves. Jess has kind of been accused of it. Ashley's been accused of it. What do you see happening?
In the early stages, I thought Ashley was a game player.
Yeah.
I also thought that the connection between G and Ashley was, whether it was, initially I thought it might be showmance. I thought maybe Big Brother had given them a task in secret.
Right.
And initially I did feel that Ashley was big time playing a game.
Yeah.
But as we've gone through the days...
You've got to know her.
I've got to know her a bit better, and I think she's... there's not much difference in age between Ashley and Jess.
Yeah.
But in how they are, there's a vast difference. And Ashley has got her head screwed on.
Yeah.
She's confident, she's capable, she believes in herself.
Yeah.
Jess has not kind of got that sophistication yet, and she needs a little bit of TLC and...
nurturing.
Nurturing, yeah.
Let's bring Rachel in very quickly. Rachel!
Right, Rachel.
I want to quickly ask you, Rachel, what you think about the whole Ashley and Genuine thing as well.
I agree with Mags that at the beginning we thought this is just such an obvious showmance, but actually I think there is a genuine attraction.
Genuinely.
I would say this, Mags.
Dynamite.
No, genuine. I would say this, Mags. The only thing I have thought is for a couple who they clearly fancy each other, they don't chat very much. But maybe that's because they're in this goldfish bowl.
Yeah, but
under
I
surveillance.
thought that in the beginning they had like a 3-hour chat where they had a smooch
maybe they said
as well.
everything. Yes, we know.
We see it. This is all news to me.
We had that
I would
noise,
give her a
didn't
good
we?
talking
We had the
to her.
smoochy noise.
You see, you can't say get a room to them because they're in
really
Davis
can't.
and Dorm, aren't they?
You really, but I think it's great that they're kind of, they're controlling themselves and they have self-respect and they're not they're not going there, which is quite nice. It's refreshing on television.
Well, you see, Ash knows that her granny is watching as well, doesn't she?
Yeah, I think.
But also, Ashley's very composed.
Yeah.
She's very together.
She does seem like that. I've got to ask, who do you think will be out next?
I don't know because the nominations are any you throw the cards in the air, you just don't know how it's going to fall.
I wouldn't really like to say because had I been asked to nominate,
well, we know Mags.
I don't know who I would have. Well, unless Anne had been in there.
Exactly.
Well, we know Anne. Who would the other one have been? Let's do noms then instead of.
I
who do you
wouldn't.
think will be out
No,
next?
I mean I wouldn't know
You
who
wouldn't have
else
had
to
an
nominate.
easy-
Other than Anne.
I would nominate Anne because I know she's desperate to go, but I know that's not a reason to give. So what I would say is...
She also seems like she wants to stay, though.
I think...
Oh, my God, I've got to go and I really want to stay with you.
Okay. Lovely to talk to you.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. You've been fantastic.
Thank you, Emma.
Great talk. Thank you so much, Maggie.
Thank you.
Why don't we have half an hour to chat to our housemates? I really wish we did. Please put your hands together one more time for Rachel and Maggie. So 2 housemates are out in one night, but Big Brother is only just warming up. 13 housemates remain, and they are in for a big shock. This weekend is back to women versus men. Within the 2 teams competing in an epic task. Now, what the housemates don't know is that this battle of the sexes ends with a backdoor eviction. You don't want to miss it. Rylan, what do you think about that?
Oh, Em, I can't believe it. Not only have I got 2 lovely ladies coming down to me tonight, but we're going to have a bit of an explosion at the weekend. I think this is going to kick off in there, to be perfectly honest with this.
And who have you got with you tonight. Oh, look at that panel.
It's quite a good one. I've got the lovely Candice Brown, Chizzy Akadulu, James Jordan, Tom Reed-Wilson, and obviously Rachel and Maggie.
It's going to be really composed then if James Jordan's on the
panel.
panel.
Yeah, just another casual night, babe. You know what it's all about with us.
It's going to be so calm and sophisticated.
That's exactly what it's going to be. I think we need a bit of riff-raff, so get yourself down the hill.
That was a very good comeback. I love you, James Jordan. OK, so Rylan is up next with Bet on the Side. Make sure you don't miss all of the action over the weekend. Tomorrow night's show is on after the football on Channel 5 at 10:25, but you can see it all at the usual time of 9 p.m. if you're watching 5 Star. Don't forget to stay on top of all the action on the Big Brother website, Twitter, Instagram and Snapchat. And I'll be back here on Tuesday at 9 p.m. for our next live eviction. For now, I will leave you with our celebrity housemates. As always, thank you for watching and good night.
Well, they were asking about who's the best. No, just who's the best. And in Giselle, they do a step. Yum, Osipovo, who's just joined our company. For the first time in 250 years, they've changed the tempi to yum, because she flies.
Who's that?
Osipova, O-S-I-P-O-V-A.
Really?
I was with Jane Beryl Gray. We grabbed each other's hand like this. This was only a couple of months ago.
Off the floor.
Doesn't touch it. She's like a mountain goat. She jumps higher than any of the men. But you see, if you're a spirit, it's
say like he didn't say like thanks for bringing it up. I'll think differently, but he did give a well-considered answer and sort of talked about.
Do you think it's because it's like the newness of it? Like you may be like the first person he's ever had that style of conversation with.
Maybe, but he does it well. Like we were sitting there and we were talking about like uncomfortable subjects for most straight men to talk about, and he was just like straight-faced, honest. We were talking about like down the rabbit hole of attraction and all this sort of stuff. And
You're right.
he was what?
I said right.
Yeah, and he was just like totally there, totally listening, and I said, you know, I know that it's only a joke about like Andrew's out of the group if he.
Right.
I said, and then also you made another comment about how like